Good day, Ma'am Regine, and to all of my classmates. Our topic for today is all about Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act of 2004. But before we proceed to our discussion, let us all watch the video I prepared that is connected to our topic for today. We have three objectives for today's topic. First, discuss the important provisions of VAUSI Act or RA 9262. Second, understand the details of its commission. And third, comprehend actual cases involving the said law. So you have all watched a video that is related to Anti-VAUSI Act of 2004. Now let us know what is Anti-VAUSI. Republic Act 9262, Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children, or Anti-VAUSI Act of 2004, is right of women and her children not to suffer abuse, discrimination, and violence. It states that women and children have the right not to suffer from abuse, discrimination, and violence. The goal of this law is to protect families and promote equality and safety for women and children. There are four kinds of violence against women and their children. These are physical, psychological, sexual, and economic. First, let us discuss the physical. Physical abuse refers to the intentional use of physical force or violence against someone causing harm, injury, or trauma. Next is the psychological abuse. It is a behavior that intentionally harms or controls another person's emotional well-being, self-esteem, or mental health. It is hurting someone's emotions or mental health through threats, insults, or manipulation. The third one is the sexual abuse. It refers to any non-consensual or forced sexual behavior, including touching, acts, or exploitation that can cause physical or emotional harm to an individual. It means that forcing someone to perform sexual acts or touching without consent. The last one is the economic. Economic abuse refers to controlling or exploiting a person's financial resources, limiting their access to money, or making financial decisions without their consent, often to gain power or control them. Vowsy is a public crime. The crime is perpetrated not only against a single individual, but the entire society. Thus, anyone who has personal knowledge of the abuse, violence, or discrimination can file a complaint. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang ang biktima ang pwedeng magreklamo o magsampa ng kaso, kundi pati na rin ang mga taong naka-witness ng pangyayari o pang-aabuso. Stronger community mechanism to respond to cases. Various government agencies are mandated to apply, respond, or formulate mechanisms to respond to reported cases of vowsy immediately. Ibig sabihin, may mga agencies na pwede nating lapitan kapag tayo ay nakaranas ng pang-aabuso. Ito ay DSWD, or Department of Social Welfare and Development. Second, National Commission on the Role of Filipino Women. Third, Civil Service Commission. Fourth, Commission on Human Rights. Fifth, Council for the Welfare of Children. Sixth, Department of Justice. 7. Department of Interior and Local Government. 8. Philippine National Police. 9. Department of Health. 10. Department of Education. 11. Department of Labor and Employment. And 12. National Bureau of Investigation. DSWD provides social services and protection. The DOJ, CHR, PNP, and NBI investigate and file cases. And DepEd, DOH, DOLE provide education, medical help, and work support. And lastly, the LGUs and barangays offer local assistance and programs for victims. Section 35, Rights of Victims. To be treated with respect and dignity. To avail legal assistance from the Public Attorney's Office and the Department of Justice or any public legal assistance office. To be entitled to support services from the DSWD and the LGUs. To be entitled to all legal remedies and support as provided for under the family. To be informed of their right to apply for a protection order. The right of privacy of the victim is also provided in the law, and its violation is punishable by imprisonment and fine. Aside from Section 35, we also have Section 47. This is duties and function of barangay officials in order to eliminate violence against women and their children. Barangay officials shall undertake an education program on Republic Act 9262 and on violence against women and their children and why it exists, the rights and remedies of victims, survivor, and the duties of residents and all barangay officials. Have a family violence prevention program, including peer counseling for men. Support organizing efforts and development programs for women in the community. Prioritize livelihood projects for victim survivors. Involve women in planning and implementation of all programs and projects in the barangay. Have an anti-vowsy desk officer in the barangay who shall coordinate a one-step help desk. As much as possible, this help desk shall be open 24 hours. Ensure that all barangay officials, barangay health workers, barangay nutrition scholars, other barangay workers, and tanod or barangay security officers undergo gender sensitivity seminar to enable them to respond to victims of violence. Develop a system to document and report cases of vowsy and assistance program to victim, therefore, and, if applicable, necessary, prescribe additional guidelines and standards provided that these are consistent with the Act. In conclusion, this report reminds everyone that ending violence starts with awareness, reporting, and supporting victims. Kapag tayo ay nakakaranas ng pang-aabuso, huwag mag-alinlangang magsumbong sa otoridad para tayo ay matulungan at mabigyan ng proteksyon.